Hey, everybody. I'm here with Shearants, and today we're going to be talking about our personal top five favorite holiday horror movies. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Shay.
Thank you for having me on. Yeah. I'm Shearants, of course. I rant about stuff, specifically movies. So, gonna be good to talk about these holiday horror movies. Good ones, good holiday horror movies. So, yeah.
All right. So I'll start off with I'll go in descending, or wait, no, ascending order. My number five pick for one of my favorite holiday horror movies, and I definitely tried to mix this up a bit. I didn't want it to just be Halloween movies because I mean, this is a horror channel. You do horror shit, so it could have easily just been five Halloween horror movies, but there are other great horror movies based on all other holidays, and one of them is My Bloody Valentine, the remake. Now, I don't know I don't know if there is a consensus which one is better, but I did do a video, like it was one of my first vids I ever did, was I was comparing the original versus the remake. And if you watch the original, the only thing great about the original is if you watch the unedited director's cut, because that's the one that shows like all of the gruesome kills. Like they go over the top, the practical effects are amazing and everything. But that's not the more common version. Like the one that was actually released in theaters was the cut out one, because they thought that one would be if they showed the deaths, it would be like NC-17, like or rated X or some bullshit. But yeah, that's the only thing of merit in the original. In the second movie, it's still a murder mystery because it's like a slasher, but you don't know who the killer is. I believe they do the murder mystery part of it way better. I think they tell a story better. I think the acting is better. And the kills, they might not be as good as the OG, but I mean, they get all of the classic pickaxe kills that you could ever get in a movie like this. And yeah, when it came out, that was during the craze of like the 3D BS stuff, and it's all terrible. Like everyone stopped doing 3D very close soon after that, and that was good because I still don't want to watch any movie in 3D. It's just not good enough. But yeah, no, this is a solid movie, and it's one of the slasher movies that one of the Supernatural boys was part of, and both of them are in slasher movies, and they're both remakes, and they're both solid. The guy for the other one, he was in the remake of House of Wax, which I liked.
Oh yeah. So I love this movie. I kind of prefer it to the original, the My Bloody Valentine 3D. It's to me is okay. Sorry, these noises outside.
That's all good, man.
Bro, I think it's a fox, and now a dog is barking at the fox.
Oh, England.
Gotta love it. But yeah, so my number five pick is a bad but so bad it's good movie. I always have to have one of these per list. And that is Thanksgiving.
I took this here axe and I accidentally cut him. Get it? Accident.
It is
Oh.
it is so fun to me. Like it's a terrible movie. Although the second one is worse. Second, third one, whatever the hell it is, but it is a worse movie. But it's so like bad that I can just love this first one. Like the turkey in it is so funny. The effects are great for some moments, and then for other moments they just suck. But yeah, just the kills are over the top, and it's just really goofy.
I've actually never seen Thanksgiving. This is, of course, like with the quintessential, like goofy, like horror comedy, whatever movie. Never seen it, but I've definitely seen like the clips, like gobble gobble, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right, next up, coincidentally, is Thanksgiving. So this is a very recent one. I think it came out either last year or the year before that. I thought it was actually a pretty solid, like slasher horror movie. I mean, there are some faults. Like almost no movie's perfect or anything, but I would say the ending was a bit shit, and of course that really can kill a movie for anybody if the ending is not very well thought out or not very good. But we also it is a murder mystery, and we do see the build of the pilgrim. I think that's the name of the slasher, is like the pilgrim, and he's a slim built kind of guy, and one of the supposed suspects of like one of the supposed killers is actually a pretty big fat guy. So obviously it's not him, and you could like go through the ideas like, oh well, maybe there's two killers or something like that. But we see the pilgrim like six times before it's revealed to definitely not be the big fat guy. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, well, if you want to make it a murder mystery, you could definitely do a little better than that. Also, there was another guy that was a suspect, but he's like 5 foot nothing, and that just really would have stood out unless he was wearing like high heels while he was chopping people to pieces with the axe. I thought the kills were very good. I think there is a decent amount of humor in it. But yeah, no, Thanksgiving is a pretty solid slasher. Really good kills.
So that's probably like one of my favorites from, I think it was 2023. I'm not sure though. I just I love the gore and stuff in that movie. But yeah, so my next pick is going to be Trick or Treat. You know, basically the movie you need to watch around Halloween time, besides of course Halloween. It's an anthology. It's got really cool like interconnectivity between the anthology parts, between all the different segments with the character of Sam, and I just love all the different segments. Besides, I think it's the werewolf one. I just found that one a bit weird, but the one with all the ghost kids is awesome. The effects in this movie are great, and Sam is just iconic. From one movie, they're an icon. Like, it's great.
No, that is a very good point. But yeah, no, solid. Next up, my third pick is Black Christmas, the OG, of course.
You sure you don't want to pick the 2019 one?
I'm very sure. And how dare you for even bringing that shit up?
You don't want to have the thing with like the weird goo and everything. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, that weird goo that gives these boys like powers. They're supposed to be super strong, but then they get their asses handed to chicks that weigh like what 100 pounds soaking wet. It's like what do you get out of making this deal with the devil or whatever the fuck? You guys get rocked at the end of the movie. Oh yeah, but yeah, no, the original Black Christmas is yes my first the like first great slasher in my opinion. I know I'll get a lot of shit for that. Everybody says Halloween, but yeah, no, the kills are amazing. They have great shock value. The killer is phenomenal. I enjoy the setting, especially there's that scene where they're trying to like trace the call, and there's a guy literally at like a phone company. He's just running down aisles, just trying to find the ticking beeper or whatever the fuck it is, or it's called a ticking beeper. That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, the ring to prove like where the call is coming from, and I really do enjoy that in older movies, just seeing like how things were done back then, and just seeing it raw.
yeah, no, it's like one of the greatest slashers like ever made. But so my next one is also a slasher, and that is going to be Terrifier 3. It's a Christmas horror movie, and it, as we said in like a previous video, it has no reason for being Christmas besides just wanting to be Christmas. But the kills are dope. Art the Clown is, amazing as usual, and it's the perfect runtime for a Terrifier movie. It's not like almost 3 hours long like the second one, where it was just way too like over the top and just drawn out. This one, it still has over the top kills, but it isn't as drawn out, and I'm interested to see where they go because the ending just ends on a cliffhanger.
Nice. Yeah, no, Terrifier 3 is great, and I can't wait for them to reveal more shit. I mean, I'm sure the last movie, I mean, I think they said online they were either they're going to try to make it a last movie, but if there's enough story, they'll make two more or whatever. But the next movie, they're definitely going to, I predict that most of the movie is going to take place in hell, at least half of it. Like the first half, she's going to find art in the regular world, and then she's going to go with him or force him or whatever to go to hell to rescue her niece. That's probably what's going to happen in that movie. And I really hope she gets some extra powers because, as far as we know, I mean, she should have super strength because she's kind of like a chosen one to kill evil. But all she has is a magical sword that can't hurt her. So whenever it cuts her, it heals her. That's a decent power, but it's not really that effective in fights. And yeah, she had her hands broken, like bones popping out at the end of that movie, and she was still picking up weapons and swinging shit. It was like just establish that she has powers, and yeah, because Art has powers. Whatever. But yeah, no, it's a great movie. Or it's good. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. My number 2 pick is another Valentine movie, Hard Eyes.
But I'm being facetious, obviously. Your jokes are cheesy as
Hard Eyes was, beginning of this year, 2025, is my favorite horror movie of the year for quite a long time. Hard Eyes, I think it's super fun. I think the characters are very solid. I think the humor is very good. I think the kills are nice and creative, and they got a lot of umph and variety to them. Yeah, no, Hard Eyes, solid movie. I actually, I introduced my girl to that movie, and she loved it. And that's when I knew she was the real deal.
Yeah, I was actually really surprised by that this year because I didn't see it in theaters and I didn't watch it until like summer. But when I finally did, I was like, why did I sleep on this for so long? This is such a good movie. But yeah, solid pick. So my next one, my number 2 pick is going to be Thanksgiving. You know, you had it early in this. Eli Roth directed. Eli Roth is one of my favorite horror directors. I love his sort of like grindhousey style with his movies. Of course, this one is way more modern looking because you got like influencers in there, and they do a decent job acting. They aren't absolutely terrible like I thought it would be, but I did really enjoy this one. The killer's dope. Like the kills are awesome. Like the turkey bit is great.
Oh, geez, that is brutal. I almost threw up when that guy threw up.
Like the thing that the only thing I wouldn't say it let me down because it's not a letdown, but the thing that surprised me is that they didn't have that kill from in the fake trailer where they're in the car. That just wasn't in the movie. I was really expecting that to be in the movie.
I don't recall that one. There's 2 things I remember from the fake trailer is that girl that was on a trampoline and then she does the splits and the knife comes up and gets her right in, the axe wound or the pussy for YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Oh yeah, and the other bit I remember from the fake trailer is at the end of the trailer where they're at the Thanksgiving table and he's banging a turkey. I mean, why they leave that part out? I don't know why they would.
Yeah. I mean, why isn't that in the movie?
It's a solid idea.
Yeah.
All right, my final and my number 1 pick of my favorite holiday horror movie is Trick or Treat.
Go watch Charlie Brown, and I'll be in a minute.
Charlie Brown's an asshole.
Billy Wilkins. Language.
Yeah, I watched I've probably seen Trick or Treat no less than like 10 times. Trick or Treat is so fun. I love all of the stories. I like how they intertwine with each other. And like you said, like Sammy is a great, iconic Halloween mascot. I like all the practical effects from all the kills. I like the individual stories. I'm a huge fan of anthologies. I love it because they allow them to be very creative and they kind of just get to the fun stuff like real fast. And this movie has a lot of practical effects with all the different kinds of monsters that they do. It's solid. easy my number one pick.
Yeah, no, it's probably, like the quintessential Halloween horror movie for me besides Halloween. Like anytime October comes around, that's going on. Like I watched it like the second it turned October this year, October 1st. That was the first horror movie I watched this year. But yeah, so my number one pick is Halloween. It's classic, it's iconic. Michael Myers is a terrifying villain. It does hold up, but not, it's still an older movie, so some like bits show their age, but it still holds up amazingly. Donald Pleasance gives it his all, as he does in every single role where he plays Loomis. It's amazing. And thankfully, he isn't as insane as he is in all the sequels where he just completely loses his mind. But in this movie, the acting is amazing. Like the I shot him 6 times, but it's so good. But oh wait, no, that's the second one. Never mind. But yeah, it's phenomenal. I love this movie.
Wait, don't they say he said he shot him 6 times at the end of the first movie? Like, what's the last line at the end of the first movie?
Isn't it? Was that the boogeyman? And then I believe it was, and then that's it.
And then the trailer's cut?
And then,
Right,
and
then
then it
it
like
cuts
cuts
to
to all the
credits?
shots outside, isn't it?
I think he got away. 'Cause I'm pretty sure the movie does end on a cliffhanger. And I
Yeah.
love how this is a Wes Craven movie, right? Or is it John Carpenter?
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter, yeah. Sorry, don't blow up on me, comment section. I'm not I fuck up. I'm human, or I'm a
Yeah.
skeleton, but I fuck
I've
up.
fucked up many times throughout this recording. It's fine. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember him saying like originally Michael Myers was never supernatural. I'm like, my hairy fucking ass, he wasn't.
Yeah.
No one can take 6 bullets center mass and just walk it off. Like they do that in the second movie. He walks it off literally. So he's walking around the whole second movie. I know it's the same night, but the whole second movie with 6 bullet holes in him. Even if he winged him, there's never a single moment where he patches himself up. You don't just walk off 6 shots. No,
Yeah.
and
I mean, like at the end of the second one, there's a fire explosion. Sure, he dies the second afterwards, but he straight walks out of it for a second. Like,
oh yeah, and Loomis shoot him in both of his eyes. That's why his eyes are
yeah,
bleeding through the mask. Oh yeah, just your average Joe there. Get fucked. I actually do. I know this is kind of a sin in the horror community, but I actually like the second one more than the first one. I thought the kills were more creative. I like the setting more, and I thought they improved. You're right, because in the first movie there are some bits that did age. Like I think that's when he sticks the guy in the wall and he's like hanging from the floor. Or yeah, he's not like touching the floor. I think the knife like looks very CGI and very faked. But yeah, no, I think the second movie. Oh, and there's again, tear me apart as much as you like, but there's bullshit moments in both movies. Like how the hell does Michael Myers know how to drive in the first movie? And then in the second movie, how the hell does he know how to cut the power to an entire building? Like he got kicked out of school like before he got into middle school. He's an idiot. It's not like that Loomis has ever had a line. It's like, oh, he was very well read. I saw him in the library all day learning about all these different things. Like, no, we get the impression that he's a mute that, I don't know, just super focused his muscles to get bigger. Because I have a hard time imagining Michael Myers doing a good workout regimen on a daily basis at the
yeah.
loony bin. He's just super strong for the sake of being super strong.
It's sort of like explained in like the fifth one or the sixth one, but that's way further down the line. I think John Carpenter wasn't even like involved at that point with like the storyline, so they really just had a good few plot holes in there.
But yeah, solid movie. But hey, thanks for joining me. This was fun as always.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for having me on.
All right, y'all keep it spooky out there.